me a second, guys.
Stone vet, stone vet, stone vet, stone vet, stone vet, stone vet. The stone vet, the stone vet, the stone vet, the stone vet, the stone vet. I hit the ground running when I'm invading your country. It's still with honor and discipline. Throw my guns like onyx, dressed in camo with ammo for every situation I handle. They got us marching and stepping by my platoon. You get trampled if it ain't raining.
Oh, what's up, guys? Sergeant G here from the Stone Vet USMC. I'm glad I'm here with you guys, dude. I'm sorry I'm mad late, 10 minutes late, right? What better way than to be a Marine, right? I'm always fucking late, it seems like. I'm here doing my thing finally. Freaking, I'm trying to tell Smoke to fix this bullshit that we're dealing with. I don't even know what's going on here, dude. I'm trying to figure it all out, trying to figure out how this works out. Coming to you live from StreamYard. StreamYard here. Look at this. No banners. I had banners, dude. What do you mean I didn't have any banners, man? I'm super excited to be here with you guys, man. Man, it's Monday. StreamYard isn't mine. I know it ain't yours, but we got to figure out how to make it easier to be able to go live on this thing. I don't know. None of my cameras wanted to work, Smoke. None of them wanted to work. And now I don't know. I don't know what's going on, man. But I'm super excited to be here with you guys, man. You guys are listening to number one Marine Corps podcast in the entire world. It says so right here on this Warhammer. If I could have my background, I'd show you, but StreamYard doesn't like having OBS as the camera for whatever reason. You guys will see it on my Wednesday episode that I got coming out with Veteran Trash Talk. If you guys aren't familiar with them, definitely check them out. I do believe Smoke has them as part of the community here. Go check out Veteran Trash Talk. They're doing amazing things in this community, man. If you guys are watching me on Facebook right now, remember, don't forget to hit that share button. You have to share this product, right? Everybody's going live on Facebook right now. Everybody's doing lives right now. Go and share this content. That's the only way we grow. That's the only way we can help Smoke over at Smoke and Bake and grow this channel, grow this community, because that's what it's about, especially right now. That's what we're needing. We're needing to grow our community bigger than ever, right? Look what's going on with Russia and Ukraine, right? That is what could happen to us if we don't watch out, man. I'm super excited to be here. I want to give a huge shout out to my sponsor, Rafa 180. Rafa 180 provides all the best medicinal grade CBD, all the best medicinal grade CBD that you can find, right? If you guys have ever tried CBD and said, "Oh, this crap don't work," it never worked for me. There's a reason why, right? That's what we try to tell a lot of people, right? When you go to the doctor's office and he prescribes you a new medication, right? What does he tell you? He says, try it for a couple of weeks and let me know how it works, right? Let me know how it is working. Is it working for you or is it not working for you? Right? How does it make you feel? How are you feeling on it when you're taking it, right? The same thing goes for CBD. If you take too much of it, it doesn't work. You take too little of it, it don't work. You have to get the proper dosing, right? And there's a lot of different things that come with it, man. There's a lot of different things that occur with CBD, right? I'm always talking about, right? Stone Vet, RNG always talking about cannabis. He's always talking about cannabis. He's always talking about CBD. He's always talking about psilocybin. He's always talking about this. He's always talking about that. This is one of the things that I tell you guys about is that you have to get an understanding of a natural remedies, right? How many pills do you guys usually take a day? How many pills are you guys taking a day is what I want to know. I know there's a lot of people out there taking a lot of pills every day, right? I know it, you know it, and I know it, right? We both know that you guys are taking a crap ton of pills, man. And that's one of the biggest things I try to tell you guys about is that we have to get out. We have to get off these pills, these pharmaceuticals that keep coming out, right? Come hang out with us. I'm trying to share this content, guys. Like I tell you guys, get out there, share it, right? What's Graham Allen? You guys watch Graham Allen on Facebook? You know he's always annoying, right? Go share the content, share it, share it, share it, share it. We got to get more viewers on here, and it's not. It's because of you guys that are watching. It says right here, only got one person over here watching it right now on StreamYard. How many of you guys are over here smoking bacon watching it, dude? Get over here, get over there, and share this content, right? Like I said, man. One of the biggest things is talking about CBD, cannabis, right? There's a lot of crazy things going on, man. I know right now with the Canadian military, they get cannabis every day, up to $8.50 a gram. I don't know how much cannabis is there, but that's quite a bit here in Oklahoma. Cannabis is going for cheap. I mean, they got ounces right now for $20 an ounce here in Oklahoma. But I mean, we're overabundant in cannabis here in Oklahoma. Overabundant, right? But for $8.50, that's what their VA reimburses them. So that's what we're trying to do here in America, is try to be able to get the VA to at least reimburse us for medicine that we choose to use, right? That's my biggest fight right now. Like I tell you guys, is fighting for medical freedom. We have to have medical freedom, medical freedom, medical freedom, medical freedom, right? And that's the biggest things a lot of us don't understand is like, why is RNG always vouching for it? Because I don't want to take pharmaceuticals, guys. You guys already understand what it's like whenever you go take pharmaceuticals. You take pharmaceuticals, you take this pill, but then you got to take this pill, right? To counteract the side effects of this pill. Then you got to take this pill to counteract the side effects of this pill. And before you know it, you're taking 6 to 12 pills a day, counteracting the side effects of all the other damn pills that's out there, man. So that's one of the biggest things I always talk about, fighting for medical freedom, man. It's been crazy hectic here in Sergeant G's house this past weekend. My freaking sewer decided to back up. I don't know, man. I went out. And it was tough. It happened on a Friday night, right? Friday night, everything's starting to close up, right? It's probably about 1800 when my freaking everything started. It wouldn't flush. Like you flush it and it wouldn't drain, right? And I was like, man, what in the crap is this? I got 7 kids and me and my wife, dude. That gives us 9 people in this house of waste, right? You know how many times they go to the restroom? You know what they do in the restrooms, you know? And this is just trying to figure out. And then is it not just the toilets? It's the sinks, it's the showers, it's the baths. It's all of that stuff, right? And one of the biggest things, I was like, oh my gosh, I don't even know. I didn't even know. So I called up this place here in Oklahoma called Veterans Plumbing. I was like, I got to find a vet, right? That's what I don't know about you guys, but I'm always looking for veteran-owned businesses, right? We got to have veterans that are plumbers, right? So I called this place called Veterans Plumbing. Called them up. I was like, it said it was closed, and I was like, golly, I hope they answer the phone. And it was because they closed like at 1700 or so. And so I called them, and sure enough, somebody answered the phone. I was like, oh my gosh, I'm so glad you answered the phone. I know you probably can't come out tonight, but I need to figure out when's your earliest availability you can come out, you know. And she looked at the schedule. She's like, I can't do nothing until Tuesday. And I was like, Tuesday? I was like, I can't wait all the way to Tuesday. I was like, can I get in contact? Can I talk? So let me talk to the owner, and the owner's the plumber. I think he may be another jarhead, I think. And he's like, let me get in contact with him. And she had him call me. Like he messaged me, and I was super excited that he messaged me, right? Plumber went out of his way to message me. And so he messaged me, and I told him the problem. I said, I don't know what's going on, dude. I said, I went and opened up the pipes. There's 3 pipes. I don't know how it is in your place. I don't know how it is in your state, how the plumbing works, where you guys are at. But here, there's 3 pipes, right? You got like 2 2-inch pipes and a big 6-inch pipe in the middle of them. And the guy asked me, he's like, "Is there water in the 6-inch away from on the other side of the big pipe, the 6-inch pipe?" And I said, "It's full." He said, "You're gonna need to run a snake. You're gonna need to run a snake down to snake it out." I was like, "All right." So I went. It was Friday night. It was like 6 o'clock. I went to Home Depot and rented a snake. Luckily, they're still open, you know. And so first try, I went out, came back home, and I ran the snake, ran it. It worked. I was like, hell yeah. I said, I texted him back, dude. I said, I appreciate it, brother. Appreciate you assisting me. I mean, some veterans, some of us will actually do the work ourselves. We'll go out and do the work ourselves, and it'll be fine, right? And so it worked. I was super excited, right? But sure enough, Sunday freaking afternoon, about 1400, 1500, it happened again. I was like, damn, dude, like what is going on? Went back to Home Depot. I rented another snake, 50 feet, 50 yards, 50-yard snake. And or was it 50 feet? Whatever they go by. I don't know what the hell they go by. You guys might have a better idea than I do. But I went and I did it, and I came back and I just snaked it. And that shit didn't work. I was like, son of a bitch. So I texted him that night, I said, "Hey, dude, I'm gonna need you to come out. I'm gonna call your office first thing this morning." So I'm gonna call him first thing this morning and try to see if I can get you to come out. And luckily, I called her and called the secretary. Secretary's like, "Yeah, he's working out that way. He's working that out that way." And he told me you're gonna call. So I was like, "Yeah." I said, "Can I just get him to come by the house if he has if he has an opportunity?" And sure enough, about 14:30 today, he came by and he came out and did. He said, "I ran 80 feet, 80-foot snake down it." He said, "It's working." He said, "I don't know how long it's going to work." He said, "Check it out. Try it for a couple of days. If it's not working, give me another call and I'm going to run a camera down there to see what happened, why it's getting clogged up." And I was like, "Damn it, dude." I was like, "All right." So hopefully it's not. Hopefully, apparently in the big 6-inch one, there's just so many pipes for plumbing, dude, for the house. And he's like, "There's a plunger. There's supposed to be a plunger in there." I said, "There wasn't one. When I opened it up, there was no plunger in there." He's like, "Oh man." He said, "That might be stuck at the bottom." I was like, "Damn, I hope it ain't stuck, dude. I hope it ain't stuck." So we're waiting to see. He said, "Give it a couple of days." And with us, we always got waste. The washing machine's always going. The dishwasher's always going. Freaking showers are always going. Toilets are always being flushed. There's constant amount of water coming out. What's going on, Richard Tucker? How you doing, brother? How you been, man? How you doing, man? You ain't retired yet? You getting out of retirement yet? Getting over there, getting to retire. Hopefully, I'm glad you came over to hang out with me on this Monday, man. Trying to get over this hump, man. What's going on, Clark Jackson over at Smoking Bacon? If you guys don't know about Smoking Bacon, you guys gotta go check out Smoking Bacon, man. They're doing some amazing content over there. They're doing awesome things over at Smoking Bacon. Just another veteran just trying to get out of the thumbprint of the freaking Facebook, man. So what's going on, Clark Jackson 160? How are you doing tonight, man? It's Monday. How are y'all's Monday going? Hopefully it's going better than mine. It's been tactic. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, this past weekend was tough. You ain't retired yet. You're getting close though, man. I mean, we were in around the same time. I just hit 21 years of federal service. You got to be getting close, Tucker. You got to be getting close to retirement, man. So yeah, I mean, like I said, so I had plumbing issues this weekend, and so it's working now. But like I said, I mean, with as much wastewater as we got going on, hopefully this worked this time. He ran the snake. He's a professional plumber, so hopefully he got it taken care of. Clark Jackson over at Smoking Bacon said it's going okay. Can't complain. Well, that's good, Clark. I'm glad to hear that. I'm glad your Monday wasn't a slump to where it just sucked, because a lot of times we deal with Mondays and it just sucked. You're gonna do 27 years? That's a long time, man. That's a long time to be sitting in. I know that. Good luck, man. I mean, there's not very many people that can say they retired from the Marine Corps. I haven't met too many people that say they can retire from the Marine Corps. What's going on, Renaissance woman? How you doing over at Smoking Bacon? How you doing on this Monday? Hopefully your Monday's going good, man. My wife's always talking about you. She's like, your girl walking around butt naked out there. I said, it's her land. I said, if you own land, wouldn't you? She's like, yeah, I probably would too. You love Mondays? It's the start of a week. I bet you do. You always got that good vibe. You always got that good vibe, Renaissance woman. Always hanging out and always chilling, man. So she said, "I'm naked all the time." That's awesome. I bet your boyfriend loves that. It's her land, all natural, right? No, I completely agree with you. I completely agree with you. I mean, if I could do it, I'd do it too. But I got so many little kids running around, I can't be running around naked myself. It'd be kind of ugly and scary at the same time, right? Always giving us good vibes. I wish I was as happy as her most of the time. Right, Smoke. She's always happy, but she's always taking care of herself, dude. She's using CBD. She's using psilocybin. She's using cannabis. That's why she's always happy. She has no worries in the world. She's always taking care of her body and taking care of herself. We're all nudies. My son is too. I bet. I bet. My boys are. I got 2 2-year-olds in here always running around without. I just put a diaper on one before I came out here because he pissed on the floor. I was like, goodness gracious, dude. I said, why are you peeing on the floor? He had just taken his diaper off so he could pee on the floor. And I was like, man, small things make the biggest difference. It surely does, Clark. Small things really do make a difference. What's going on, Renaissance woman? Ha ha. I know 2 years old running around naked, dude. You see these little butts all over the place, dude. That's why I tell people I see more buttholes in a day than most people see in a lifetime now, dude. I got 2 2-year-olds in the house right now, changing diapers all day long. I got one kid that he just craps all day long. Like, I mean, he must crap 5-6 times a day. I'm just like, goodness gracious, dude. Like, are you eating good? Or are you allergic to something? That's one of the things I'm always asking him. You know? I'm just telling you, dude. I see more bowls in one day than most people do in their lifetime. I swear. I swear. That's part of parenting, right? That's part of parenting, taking care of our kids, right? Do you see more ball holes now? Thank you. than you did in the Marines. Yeah, Renaissance, I did. This work. What's going on, Chris? What's going on, Chris Benoit? What are you up to, man? This is my work day, dude. I'm working, dude. I went to work. I worked for the federal government, did my time, did my 8 hours, and now I'm out here. I just shot my Wednesday episode for Veteran Trash Talk. Like I said, if you guys aren't familiar with that, I got a Wednesday episode that comes out every Wednesday. I'm actually in competition with Miss Summer over at Season Crazy. She's been beating me out. She's been beating me out for the past 2 weeks now, ever since she just started. So ever since she started over at Veteran Trash Talk, she's been beating me, dude. If you guys are on my YouTube channel, don't forget to hit that subscribe button, dude. Hit that subscribe button so you know when this content's coming out, man. Chris over there at YouTube said I've been bugging you on Facebook and didn't seem to work. Oh, I don't know what happened, dude. You know what? It probably has. I've got all kinds of crap on here. I don't know what's going on anymore. Let's see. Clark over at Smoking Bacon said, sounds like the shower house in Iraq. It could be. You know, my job was a water purifier. Mr. Richard Tucker over here on YouTube, he can vouch for me. We served in the Marine Corps together. We were both sergeants in the Marines. He moved on. I think he a gunny or master sergeant now. He stayed in. I don't know how he did it. I don't even know. What was your B billet, Richard Tucker? What was your B billet? Did you actually do it? You know? Oh no. Oh, Dick Tucker. Never mind, not this guy. This guy don't know anything. Never mind. He got out too. He did 4 years and got out too, man. Summer is a badass. She really is. She ain't feeling too hot lately. She's just we've been going through a lot, man. Julie R. Hi, all. How you doing, Julie? How you doing over there on my YouTube channel? Like I tell you guys, if you're on YouTube watching, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Apparently, you guys are hitting subscribe because you guys have seen that I was going live tonight, and I appreciate you guys coming to hang out with me. Nah, Renaissance Woman over at Smoking Bacon. Like I tell you guys, if you guys haven't been over to Smoking Bacon, definitely go check it out. Let me see here. Let me hook you guys up real quick. If you guys aren't familiar with it, what he sent it to me? He sent it to me on Facebook, I think. Let me double check. I'm gonna provide y'all with the link to go over to Smoking Bacon. I'm gonna give a link. Let me see if I can find it first, though. I got to be able to find it, right? That's one of my biggest things. My wife told me I moved the microphone last time, and she's like, "We can't hear anything you're saying when you move your microphone." I was like, "I know. This is not pulling it up." I hate Mozilla's being stupid right now. Is what it's coming down to. You know what I'm saying? Mozilla's being retarded is what it's coming down to right now. Right there it is. Let me see if let me see. Do you think I can copy it from Smoke and put it over here on StreamYard Smoke? Let's see. Hey, it worked, Smoke. It worked over at Smoking Bacon. You guys see that link there? If you guys haven't been over to Smoking Bacon, click that link, dude. Click that link and become part of the freaking amazing community. Smoke got tired of Facebook putting him in jail for just saying what he wanted to say. So guess what? As in any other veteran, he said, I'm gonna create my own platform then. I'm gonna create my own platform because I'm tired of Facebook being stupid with me because I speak my mind. Over there at Smoke, you can speak your mind and ain't nobody gonna throw you in jail. And there's a great people over there. There's a lot of awesome people over there. Sending Summer healing energy. May she feel better soon. Thank you, Renaissance Woman. She really needs it. It's been real tough for the past couple of days. We've been going through a lot. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, I'm trying to rebuild who I am as a man for her, and that's my biggest struggle is that she says things, she looks at things, and then it's like, why am I not doing my part, right? If you guys have been in any type of relationship, you guys understand that you got to do 100%. It's not this 50-50 crap. It's 100%. You got to do 100. They got to do 100, right? In order for the relationship to work. And like I said, we're coming up on 22 years together, and we're about to celebrate our 20-year wedding anniversary. We've been together 22 years this April. And that's one of the biggest struggles that we have is just trying to grow. We're trying to grow more and more together, right? And see here, Renaissance over at Smoking Bacon said, right, veterans take matters into their own hands. You're absolutely right. Dude, I already know. Clark Jackson, 160 over at Smoking Bacon said congrats. But that's one of the biggest things is that we've been together a long time, and I've put her through hell and back. I've been blessed beyond all measures, I've been blessed beyond all measures, and that's one of the biggest things is that I've taken it for granted. And so what I'm trying to do is grow within myself to become a better man for her and a better father for these kids. I got a bunch of kids. Chris Benoit says she's been dealing with your ass for 22 years. Congrats. It is a blessing, Chris. It's a huge blessing. So that's one of the biggest things that I struggle with is just trying to get out of that mindset of being a veteran, right? Trying to get back into a mindset of being me, Juan Garcia, trying to be able to be the man that she fell in love with, right? That's the thing is just trying to help grow, right? I don't even know how to get this microphone right. Is it right? Is this do I sound all right to you guys? I don't know. I'm trying to figure this here out. Yes, I've been trying to adjust this thing all freaking night. Even during my video I shot for Veteran Trash Talk, man. So, do we hear you? All right. I just want to make sure. I just want to make sure because I know the wife told me last time. She's like, you move that microphone so much, you don't even can't hear you half the time. You move away from it because this is one of those direct microphones. It's not one of those ones that gather the noise from everywhere. You have to actually talk into this thing. Awesome. I appreciate it. I appreciate it, Clark, for letting me know. But yeah, man, this is one of the things that we have to learn, right? As veterans, is one of the biggest struggles we have is actually understanding, right? Understanding how to live a normal life, right? We all through trauma, regardless if you're a veteran or not. We've all been through trauma, right? And I've been reading a book by Chad Robinox or something. I can't. He's got a crazy last name, but he's a Marine Corps jarhead, Afghan war vet, and he struggled too. And a lot of the things in his book are the same things that I've done. That the stupidity I've done in my relationship, you know. But my problem is I keep repeating it, you know, and I'm trying to figure out how to. I got to break the habit, right? I'm trying to break the habit. Can you ever be one without being a Marine? And I don't mean that badly. No, you know, it's and reading the book by Chad, All For Us, I believe is what it's called, All For Us. It's not so much that we're taking out the mentality of being a Marine, but we're incorporating it into our lives, right? And that's one of the biggest struggles, right? Like I said, yeah, him, Renaissance woman, absolutely. Chad Robichaud, that guy, yeah, that's him. And so he has great words to say. He actually has a Mighty Oaks Foundation here in Junction, Texas, and I've considered going to it. It's like a 5 day course that you go through. I don't know what the cost is on it, but I've been considering going to it just to reshape me. Right, so like I said, I'm a follower of Christ, and my biggest thing is trying to get back along my walk with Christ because I've strayed away. Right, and I need to rebuild that walk again, right? To be that God fearing man, you know, because I'm sure it will heal a lot of stupid crap that I'm dealing with on an everyday basis. Chris over here at that StreamYard said, is what we know and how we've been for years. I know, and that's one of the things that we have to learn how to break, right? So, regardless being in the military for however long we were in, that was something that was instilled into us. And being a civilian now, we have to learn how what we obtained while serving in our military and use it, right? Use it into our lives that we are in, right? And Julie over here, StreamYard said, listen to Summer and she'll tell you how to improve. Women notice that stuff. No, you know what? We had a talk today, right? She, like I said, she's been feeling real down, real bummed out, right? And there's just a lot of things going on right now. And she's read me. She actually she texted me what she put in her journal today about me, and I just read it, and I'm like, it makes me feel like crap, right? Because I'm like, golly, because she's like, if you don't feel like there's anything wrong with you, then why change? But I said that's the problem is that just because I don't feel something is wrong doesn't mean that it ain't right. And that's one of the things, like with anything we do, if you work on cars, if you work on anything, right? If you're a robot engineer, or you work on drones, or you work on whatever you're working on, AC units, working wherever you work at. Think about where you work at. If you're working on something and to you it seems like it's working right, but on the outside, one of the other program managers that are watching it could say, why isn't it doing this? And then it's like, why isn't it doing that? You got to go in there and you got to tinker with it so that it can do that, so it can provide you that, right? Christian over here at StreamYard said, my girlfriend tells me daily, remember you're home and not working. And that is a struggle, Chris. I know. That's one of the things, man. That's one of the biggest things that we struggle with. Chris also says Summer's a great woman, man. She's absolutely phenomenal. You know, she was actually crying last night because she doesn't feel like she's enough. And I was like, no, dude. I said, you are more than enough. It's me. I'm selfish. I'm retarded. I'm the moron that continues doing the stupid crap that I keep doing, you know? And I'm like, I'm the idiot, and I got to work on myself. I got to figure out how to. And my biggest struggle is that I don't have, like I said, this is why we do the show, right? We don't have a brother or sister to our left or to our right? And that's the biggest struggle is that I don't have another God fearing man next to me that I can reach out to say, hey, dude, I'm struggling with this. Can you help me? Can you help me grow in the Lord? Can you help me understand why I'm doing the stupidity that I'm doing, And it sucks, Clark over here smoking bacon says sometimes it's hard to recognize things when you've been hardwired in a certain aspect. And that's exactly right, Clark. That's exactly right. And that's one of the biggest things I try to tell my wife because she'll ask me about incidents that occur. And I was like, I don't remember. I block it all out. Like I do it and I block it out. Like I don't remember anything. I won't remember her name. I won't remember what the hell we did. I won't even remember how we met. And it's like, and she's like, how? I was like, I just don't. I know you want to know as much as you can because your mind is racing 24/7. What about this? What about that? What about this? Like all of us would, right? And it's hard because it's like I don't know, I don't remember, I really don't remember any of it because I tried because I knew how bad it was. I remember how bad it was that I tell her I don't remember it because it was so bad. I don't want to remember it. I want to move on from it. Talk to me daily if you need, man. We can help one another grow. No, absolutely, Chris. And I do need to reach out. I do need to reach out to you as well, man, and be able to just grow together, right? Because that's one of the biggest struggles that we have. That's one of the biggest struggles we have as men, not so much veterans, just as men as well. It's just like we get so stuck in our ways, and we get so stubborn, right? We're so stubborn because we're always right. You know what I'm saying? We always feel as though we're right, and that's one of the struggles that we have, and that we have to remember, dude. We're men. We're supposed to take care of our others, right? I do the best I can. I try to take care of her as much as I can. Take care of the kids. I make sure that they have a roof over their head, they got food in their bellies, their lights are on, and that's one of the things that I feel like I'm providing, but it's not the right provision that she wants. She wants me to provide in other ways to her, right? Like majority of women, if there's any women that are watching, you guys know that men have that mentality of, well, I'm taking care of you, right? Like Clark just said, alpha mentality. And it very much is alpha mentality. Renaissance woman over at Smoking Bacon says there's more to being a man than being a financial provider. And you're absolutely right, Renaissance woman. You're absolutely right. And that's where I'm trying to grow. That's why I'm trying to learn how to grow, how to be more than a financial provider, right? To be there emotionally and mentally and physically there for, because it's a huge, massive struggle, guys, is that whenever we can't be there for our significant other the way they want us to be there, then there's a problem. But what are we doing to grow, to learn about that problem, right? How can we fix it? How can we correct it? Who do we go to ask for help, mentorship, right? Just like what Chad Robichaud from the book is telling you. He's like, you got to have a mentor. You have to have a mentor. He's like, you got to have a battle buddy. You guys who are vets that are listening, understand that you got to have a battle buddy, right? You got to know who you can go to when you're in battle. You have somebody there with you, right? Yeah, Julie, exactly like you said, emotional provision is just as important, right? And you're right. You're absolutely right, right? Christian over here at StreamYard said, probably is most of us. That's how we only know how to be, right? And that's one of the biggest things, right? And that's one of the biggest things that I told her, and she learned. She knew it. She said it last night too. She's like, before you joined the Marine Corps, you were emotionally there for me, which I was, but I was only 16 at the time. 16, 17 at the time, right? I joined the Marine Corps at 17. And she's like, you were there emotionally for me, but it's like once you graduated boot camp and stuff, all your emotions were gone. And I was like, that's what happens. Like in boot camp, that's what they do. They snip off that emotional tie that you have, because it's one of the things I remember most that dramatically hurt me was that one of my drill instructors said, you're going to be the guy that's going to be fucking your battle buddy's girlfriend when he dies. And I was like, that's bullshit, dude. Like, who are you to say this shit, right? Renaissance woman over here smoking bacon say, you haven't got to know yourself or to love and accept yourself. Once you do that, you will be able to offer that to Summer. If you aren't willing to seek deep within yourself, it sounds like you can't be there the way she. Nah, no, you're absolutely right, Renaissance woman. You're not the only one. You're a heavy cannabis user too. And I actually met a guy here that I plan on bringing on the show. His name is Trey Gee. I plan on bringing him on the show as well. And he is he's one of those spiritual guys too. He talks about using it. He's like, I don't even need some. He's like, I don't need psilocybin anymore. I don't need DMT. He said, I use cannabis because I love using cannabis. But he's like, I can meditate to the point to where I can get the same high as I did when I was using psilocybin and DMT and stuff. And he's like, I can get that same high from meditating. And I was like, God, I would love to learn how to do that. That's one of the things, right? Like you said, Renaissance woman, you haven't gotten to love, to know yourself or to love and accept yourself. Once you do that, you'll be able to offer that to Summer. If you aren't willing to seek deep within yourself, it sounds like you can't be there in the way she needs you. And you're absolutely right, because that's one thing I got to be able to get into myself and understand myself and be able to love myself, right? Renaissance woman over here smoking bacon said, all plants, yes, meditation, high on life, physical movement, lots of orgasms. And you're right. You know what I'm saying? You are absolutely right. Christian over here at StreamYard said, my girlfriend tells me daily I have no emotions. And you're right, you know, and that's one of the things that we have to learn, Chris. That's one of the things that I'm trying to learn, that I'm trying to, that's why I'm thinking about going to this course. It's a 5-day course here in Texas. It's like 7 hours away, be a 7-hour drive for me. And that's one of the biggest things, because that's what he does, is help you open up and help you interact with other vets that are struggling with life. And being able to, like what Renaissance woman was saying, is that you have to love yourself. Once you figure out how to love yourself, then you can go out and love others. And that's one of my biggest things that I would love. I would love to have somebody show me, have somebody say, this is how you meditate. This is how you grow in your meditation. I got a brother in Texas right now. His name's Chris Shivers. He does a lot of this. He just got back from Peru. He went to Peru. It's like he went on a journey for himself. Now he's coming back and he's taking like ice baths so he can get inside of his mind and inside of his body to release all the bad negative energy. And I was like, I would love an opportunity to be able to learn how to do this stuff, to learn how to go and embrace yourself, right? Embrace getting to know who you are again, right? Chris over here at StreamYard said the drive, great if it works for you, man. I know, man, it's not that bad. It's a 7-hour drive. It's not too bad. And that's great results. I mean, listening, and I had a brother, Mr. Ron Breland, over at Isaiah 6-8 Ranch out in Arizona. He said he went to it. He went to the one in California, and he was like, it was amazing, dude. Like, he said it's a 5-day thing. It's not bad. 5 days, Monday through Friday. It's not bad. But he said you grow so much and you learn so much. That's why he started his nonprofit. His nonprofit over at Isaiah 6-8, he helps veterans understand. He helps veterans understand how to be civilians, right? That's one of the biggest struggles we have, is like, how do I be a civilian again? How do I be a normal person again, right? And he teaches people, and then he has a course for wives to help you along your journey. Chris over here at Stream, I said, I don't even like cold showers. I know, brother, but he takes ice cold baths, man. Renaissance woman over here smoking bacon said, I'm doing a free workshop soon. It's directed towards 40 plus women. It sounds like you may benefit. I could benefit. You said 40 plus women. I'm not 40 plus woman. You know, he said, Clark Jackson over here smoking bacon said, one of my all-time favorite verses in the Bible is from Job 23:10. Job 23:10. Listen, Chris, Job 23:10. And the Lord knoweth the path I take, and when he has tested me, I will come forth as gold. Right? I know we struggle every day, right? It struggles every day. Chris over here at StreamYard said, I can't be yet. I'm still in. You will, though. You'll have an opportunity, man. Clark over here smoking bacon said that was also the end of the Night Stalkers creed. I'm watching that right now, Night Stalkers. I'm trying to. I'm just now started watching. I'm on episode 2 of the 4-episode series, so I got to see that. So yeah, that's what Clark said. He said in Job, in the Bible, in the book of Job 23:10, the Lord knoweth the path I take, and when He has tested me, I will come forth as gold. And so that's one of the biggest things that, but we have to be able to know the path that the Lord is putting us on, right? What is the Lord, what path is the Lord putting us on? Where are we going? Where are we headed, right? Are we doing as the Lord has wanted us to do? Or are we just doing our own thing like we are stubborn veterans? Are we doing our own thing? Because that's how we are as men, as human beings, is that we take our own path and don't listen into what the Lord wants us to do, right? We just continue pushing forward and doing what we want instead of actually opening the scripture, reading the scripture. That's my biggest struggle. I don't open the Bible and I need to, right? But my biggest thing is that understanding it. I don't have an understanding when I read it. And I can read it, but I don't understand it, or I don't know how to use it, right? That's why they create these Bible studies, right? That's why they create Bible studies so you can learn how to do it, how to become a better person, how to become a stronger Christian, right? And even Clark over here smoking big and said everyone's path is different and the lessons learned is something we can communicate. And you're absolutely right, Clark. That's one of the biggest things is that we have to be able to discuss this with one another. We have to be able to come over there and discuss it with one another so that we can learn from each other, right? Even in the Bible, it talks about how these communities, right? These tribes, they come together and they learn from each other. They learn from each other's mistakes. They learn from each other's great philosophies that they've learned from doing it, right? Clark over at Smoking Bacon said, I need to be a better reader at the Bible myself to have a closer walk with God. No, you're right, Clark, and that's me. That's one of my struggles that I have is that I have fallen away from scripture. I've fallen away from the Lord. I mean, I'm not even going to church. I watch it on TV, but we all know that's not the same as actually going and sitting in and congregating with other like-minded individuals. And that's like anything we do, right? I mean, Chris being in the Canadian Army, you can't do your job unless you're working with your brothers and sisters, right? You have got to go into work every day, right? And it's the same way with going to church. You go to church on a regular basis so you can congregate with other like-minded individuals that can help you along your journey, right? My wife just found a new church and she's been liking it. I've been watching it on TV and I was like, this is good. Like, I want to meet these people. I'd like to meet them. But with COVID and everything like that, and I got two-year olds. That's the last thing I want is to take them in somewhere and they get sick, right? They get sick, but right now everybody's fighting a cold. Like, we can't get this cold out of the house. Everybody's catching it, right? Like I told you, I had COVID like 2-3 weeks ago now, and now everybody else is in there coughing, hacking, sneezing. I'm like, this is ridiculous. We gotta get. I just changed out. I changed out all the filters in the house, so hopefully everybody else is able to breathe again. And so hopefully that will work. I bought some aftermarket filters. So I got a Lennox. We got a Lennox air purifier here in the house. And the filter, the big filter that goes in there, said it's a 20 by 25 by 5. So I went and bought some filters, 20 by 25 by 5. But because it's not a Lennox, they don't fit. So I had to take the box apart and put the filter in. I was so upset, so frustrating, dude. I hate Lennox, dude. Clark over here smoking bacon said, when you find the right church, you can feel the love and warmth as opposed to the one that says they're of God and feels so cold and judgmental. No, you're absolutely right, Clark. You're right. I mean, for us, we were at a church for years, and my wife's like, we gotta move to a new place. She just wasn't she wasn't feeling the love, right? I mean, when you find a good church and the people take care of each other and they take care of each other and they ensure that everybody has the love that Christ wanted for them, then you can feel it. Like you said, you can feel the love and warmth, right? And that's one of the biggest things we struggle as human beings, not just veterans, but as human beings, is wanting to feel loved, wanting to feel wanted, right? And that's one of the big that's a huge struggle that we all have, man. Chris over here at StreamYard said, can we get a daily reading from Summer? I can ask her. You guys go message her. Go over to Season Crazy. If you guys don't know about Season Crazy, go over to Facebook or even YouTube. If you don't like Facebook, go over to the YouTube channel, Season Crazy, and leave them a message. Say, hey, can we get a daily reading from you? Can we get something from you, right? Can we get, because she's a Proverbs 31 woman through and through. Like, she has done everything imaginable for this family and she's still here. And I was like, you're gonna leave me one day, and I already know it because I can't be this man that you're wanting me to be. and I'm doing what I can, what I feel like I can. But like Renaissance woman here, she's like, you need more. You need to be more than a financial provider, right? Which is so true, right? Christian over here at StreamYard said, or for us to read and talk about. I mean, go message her. Go over to her. Go to her YouTube channel. You're already on YouTube, Christian. Go to Season Crazy on YouTube. You'll see her. She's got episodes up there now, and message her. They answered everything because right now they're still new. They're still trying to grow their numbers, so they'll see your numbers, right? If you haven't subscribed yet, go over to YouTube and subscribe to Season Crazy. Clark over here at Smoke and Bacon said, when you feel loved, you want nothing much but to share the love. It feels amazing. I bet it does, Clark. And you're absolutely right, because that's one of the biggest struggles I have, being a Christian, right? I say I'm a Christian, right? But like I said, I haven't, my walk has been very weak recently. And one of the things my wife brought up to me, because even in Chad said it in his book, he's like, when you go to church and you want to be with these Christian men, one of the biggest struggles is like being a veteran. You're like, how do I relate to these guys? These guys have never shot at anybody. They've never had to run from any Scud missiles. They never had to put on mop gear, right? They never had to put on their NBC suits. They never had to eat freaking MREs 24 hours a day. They never had MREs. They didn't have to eat MREs like us, right? Or, they don't know what it's like to eat from these vacs, right? And he's like, we have to put that shit away. We have to put it away. We have to take it. We have to put it down, right? And feel right, like you can love them, right? Clark over at Smoking Bacon said MRE shits hurt. No, they do. They do, Clark. I don't miss them at all. I don't, right? Renaissance woman over here Smoking Bacon said the people at church aren't for that. Your fellow veterans are. We are here regardless. No, because what I'm saying, Renaissance woman, is that when you're a Christian, you have other followers and you have other people who feel, you have other people who have the same faith and belief that you have. And so those are your brothers and your sisters, as well as the veteran community, Renaissance woman. Here in the Renaissance community, we have brothers and sisters, right? As a Christian, we have the same thing as followers of Christ. We have the same understanding and we want to achieve the same goals, right? We want to be, if we're followers, we want to ensure that we're held accountable for who we are as a person, right? For who we are as a person, that be able to help us along our journey that the Lord has put before us, like Clark said earlier in Job 23:10, that the Lord has put you on a path and we are supposed to do what we feel as though the Lord has asked us to do along that journey, and ensure that we are following that journey through the Lord, not for ourselves, as stubborn as we are, not doing it just for us, but doing it for the Lord. And that's what I believe Clark is talking about, Renaissance woman, is just saying that those other believers show us the love that we need, because we are to love just as Christ loved the church, right? And so that's one of the biggest things. Renaissance woman over here Smoking Bacon says, yes, absolutely. You mentioned the people at church don't know what you went through in war. Okay, I understand now, Renaissance woman. The people at church serve a different purpose for you when fellow veterans was my point. I got it. I got you, Renaissance woman. I got you. We're going through these messages. I got you. I understand you now. No, you're absolutely right. But I mean, when we can find other veterans who are following the Lord, then we can ensure that we bring them in, right? In that community, right? In that community, we're able to bring them in and say, look, let me show you what the Lord has done for me. The Lord has showed me how to love myself and how to love others, right? Similar to how Renaissance woman was talking about how you have to love yourself and learn how to love yourself. If we're followers of Christ and they're in the church and they're veterans that have struggled like we're struggling today, they will be able to show us the path and say, look, let me show you what worked for me. Let me show you how I helped, how these people have helped me, right? Granted, they didn't go to war. They've never shot a gun. They've never been shot at, but this is how they've helped me along my journey. Clark over here at Smoking Bacon said, like what the military taught us, lead by example. Exactly, Clark. And that's one thing I need to do is actually get back into church. We definitely need to get back into church and find those strong Christian veterans, right? That can understand us. Like, look, let me show you the path. Let me show you how I made it through this. Let me show you what I did to get through this, right? This horrible journey that you're going on trying to find yourself, right? And that's what we need to do is be able to learn how to find ourselves, right? Because we're no longer Sergeant G. We're no longer who we were while we were serving. Christian over here at StreamYard said, I almost got I almost got shit for being at church because a call out happened while I was at church. But they can't get onto you, Christian, about being at church. That's one of the benefits of being in church while you're in the military, right? And so that's one of the things that we have to learn is how to walk with Christ and how to go along that journey, right? And finding other followers of Christ to be able to show us the way. That's the biggest thing, right? If we don't know what we don't know. That's what I tell my kids. That's what I tell everybody that's trying to use plant medicine. You don't know what you don't know, right? But you can't get mad because you don't know it. You just don't know it. That's just how it is, right? And that's how we go about this journey in life is showing each other, helping each other get through it, right? I mean, that's one of the biggest things we're supposed to be doing is be supportive of each other, helping each other through our journey and understanding what it is that we are supposed to be doing, right? How do we get through this? How do we do it? Clark over at Smoking Bacon said, I cuss like a sailor, but my heart is where it needs to be. Even if I'm mad, I will do for others because you never know how much one act of kindness can change someone's life. You're right, Clark. And I'm the same way too. My wife's always telling me I need to watch my mouth, right? Because I cuss so much. And it's hard. It's a struggle, right? It's a true struggle. Christian over here at StreamYard said, my boss at the time told me I didn't go to church, but I was drunk. Lucky for me, my next rank up knew I went to church every weekend. That's good to know, Christian. But no, absolutely, Clark, absolutely. Because I mean, we just have to ensure that we are following the path that the Lord has put us on. That's the biggest thing, right? Like for me, I'm trying to learn. I'm trying to know it. I'm trying to start getting into like podcasts or figuring out how do I get into reading the Bible and understanding it and learning how to become this God fearing man, right? And try to get to that level to where I can be the man that's good for my wife, right? She's not going to go off and find some other man. That's just not who she is. But why take the chance of her having that opportunity to be able to find this God fearing man, right? And that's one of the biggest things that we need to do as brothers and sisters, as veterans, is help each other along the journey. If you're a follower of Christ, that's an amazing journey, and that's something that we need to grow on and try to learn how to become good followers, right? And being in the military, being veterans, we were taught how to be followers, right? We were taught how to follow orders and do what we're told and how to do it, right? And that's one of the biggest things I think is one of the biggest struggles we have as Christians is that if we don't have proper mentors showing us, proper mentoring leading us, telling us this is what we need to do, this is how we need to do it, this is how we got to go through it, then we're lost, right? We're lost. Clark over at Smoking Bacon said, through tough times, bonds grow stronger. What doesn't makes us stronger. What doesn't kill us makes us stronger. No, you're right. You're right, Clark. And that's what we need to be doing as veterans, right? Is helping each other along the journey. If you're a follower of Christ, if you're a follower of Christ, then take the journey, right? Make sure you're on the right path, you're on the right journey, doing the work of the Lord, right? Like you said, Clark, doing could change someone's life, doing one act of kindness, right? And we just need to remember that this life isn't for us. The Lord has a plan for us, and there's a reason why we're here, right? And this is what I tell you guys. That's why I always try to, every time I turn off a video, that's one thing I try to remind you guys that you are important to us. You're the only one that can do what you can do. Nobody else can do what you can do. And you're very much needed here. Don't ever feel like you're left out or nobody wants you. I need you here because can't nobody do what you're doing, and I'll find you, and I'll eventually need what you're doing, right? I'll definitely need you in my corner, helping me out, and that's one of the biggest things. Even as we're followers of Christ, we need to remember that though the journey may be tough, the Lord is there to take us along our way. Like he said, my yoke is light. What does he say? My yoke is light, my burden is easy, right? Our burdens are tough. We put ourselves in a lot of freaking bad predicaments and a lot of bad things in our lives, right? And we're living this life trying to figure out how to live it. And that's one of the biggest struggles that we have as veterans is how do we live a good life? And like Renaissance woman, she's a good advocate and shows you how to love yourself, right? Talk to her. She's got a hell of a story. I did an episode with her on the Stone Vet over on my YouTube channel. I did an episode with her. Check it out, the Hemp Puro list. But she's had a hell of a story. But it's taken her time to get to that point to where she's at now, to where she loves herself and loves everything around her and is living that loving life, right? That everything is good all the time. And that we can take steps from her, man. Well, it's getting to be 2000 here, Central Standard Time, man. No, Renaissance woman, I bet it's been a journey, but it was a great episode that I had on you. And I know you've been through a hell of a journey, but look where you're at now. To look back where you were to where you are now was a journey, right? And it's a good journey now. You had to go through hell and high waters, but you're in a good spot now. And that's what a lot of us need to figure out how to do it. How to do what you did. How did you get out of that slump to be where you are today? And that's a lot that we need to learn and make life a whole hell of a lot easier, man. Remember, guys, you are very important to me. You're important to everything about this world. Don't become another statistic. Don't be a check in the box for the U.S. government. You've served your time. Don't let them freaking serve you now. Get out there, do amazing things in your community. Help those that need help. Don't think that you're too good for them, man. Nobody else can do what you can do. That's why it's so important that you continue staying here with us, man. I appreciate you guys hanging out with me on this Monday. I got an episode coming out this Wednesday over at Veteran Trash Talk. It'll be on my YouTube channel if you're watching on YouTube. I go live this Thursday with Vet Radio Syndicate. I'll be on Vet Radio Syndicate on Facebook. I'll be on my Facebook page. I'll be on my YouTube channel. And I got an episode coming out this Friday with Eric Stamper out of Maryland with Veterans Initiative 22. You get me a lot this week, man. Come check out my episodes. Like I said, if you're on YouTube, make sure you hit that subscribe button. Don't forget to share this content because that's the only way we can grow is with you guys sharing this content, man. Appreciate you guys hanging out with me on this Monday. Hopefully the rest of your week goes awesome, man. I love each and every one of you guys. Remember, here at the Stone Vet, we got you 6.